Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually another decluttering video. I'm so excited. I'm really on an organization kick. So last week we did all of my foundations, drugstore and high-end, and then today we're going to be doing my concealers and kind of like concealers, color correctors, anything that kind of falls in that category. So I'm super excited because this drawer needs so much help. I can't emphasize it enough. Honestly, most of my drawers do, but this one specifically is overflowing. So I'm very excited. I hope you guys are enjoying the decluttering series, and if you guys want to see what concealers I'm gonna keep and which ones I'm gonna toss to the side, then just keep on watching. Do we see this? Chaos, I tell you. Ugh, okay, so let's see. I usually have it decently organized, but right now it's just crazy town. All right, so let's just jump right in. I know it's a bit chaotic. Over here we have setting powders. I recently went through these, so I will be keeping all of these. I know it seems excessive, but I use them all. Back here, I have some products that I might be getting rid of. So this is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Powder Foundation. I have yet to really give this a try. I've tried it, I think, once. So I'm gonna give this one go and give it, because I didn't like the foundation, like the liquid foundation. So gonna give it a go and see if I like it, because I just ran out of my other powder foundation from BH Cosmetics. So I'm gonna give this one a try. So I'm gonna actually put this in my vanity so I for sure try it. These ones here, I really like these. These are just setting powders from Mary Kay. I have beige 2 and beige 1. Then I have some MAC Studio Fix powder foundations. I have such random shades. I have C4 and NC25. I've been hanging on to these mainly because of the 5 give back things, but I've been hanging on to them for so long. I'm just going to see if my sister has any MAC products and she can take them and just go get a lipstick or whatever. So these are leaving the collection. Back here, I also have the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. Honestly, this was a kind of like a deluxe sample as well from IT Cosmetics. I don't use this, so I'm actually gonna see if my sister wants it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be throwing it out because I think it's quite old. Over here, I have the Derma Blend. This is a pressed powder. I love this. It's really great for on the go. Okay, so this one here is from NYC Smooth Skin Pressed Face Powder. I really did like this, but it's broken. So I'm gonna get rid of it because there's no way, oh man, I just made a mess. There's no way I'm gonna fix it at this rate, especially when I have other ones that I'm liking, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Next, I have the Insta Fix and Matte Pressed Powder. I used this a few times, as you can see, it's kind of worn down a little bit, but I haven't been pulling for it as of lately. This guy here is from Pure. This is their 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. I have golden medium. I love this. I actually have another one in my purse. It's kind of like my emergency makeup bag. So I do really like these. They're a great formula, really great on top of foundation if you're just touching up. So yeah, definitely keeping this guy. This is the Sephora Mineral Powder. I barely ever use this, and I think it's because it kind of oxidized on my face. I have the shade Tan, so I'm gonna get rid of this guy. This back here is another loose setting powder from Pixi. It's just messy and broken. I barely ever use it, so I'm gonna get rid of it just because it's just messy. Not that great of a reason, but whoa, look at this progress. Here I have the Smashbox 3-in-1. As you can see, I've used this a lot. It has a setting powder. It's kind of like a banana shade, a kind of terracotta bronzer, and then a more cool tone contouring bronzer. I love this guy. I travel with it every single time I travel, so I'm definitely keeping this. This is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop setting powder. This actually has a shade to it. It's a light medium, so it's not like a translucent shade. I'm going to keep it to give it a try because I haven't tried it yet, and I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, I think that's it for setting powders. Moving on, we'll go to our concealers. So this one here is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. Absolutely in love with this guy. It is my current everyday concealer. It's super, super heavy duty, very full coverage, but still lightweight. So I love it. I'm in the shade Cashew, I believe. Next, I have the BH Studio Pro. This is the Total Coverage Concealer. I have a few shades of this guy. I don't really pull this for myself, to be honest. It's a good concealer, but I don't use it. Honestly, I just don't know what it is. I haven't been grabbing it, so I'm actually gonna see if any of my friends want it because it's a good concealer, just haven't been grabbing it. Next, we have the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Oh my, I loved this guy. I used it so much that I think the applicator is fully broken. This is definitely, if not close to empty, so I'm going to be getting rid of it. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful concealer though. I really like it. Next, we have the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I bought this when I was reviewing the foundation and I have not used it since, and it's because it is heavy. It's because it's way too light. So it's going to hit the road. Heavy, no, you can't have it. Next, we have the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer, longest name ever. I have the shade Light Warm. I'm going to give this another try. I really liked it when I first got it, and then I think I just totally forgot about it. So yeah, I'm gonna give this another try and see what I think about it. So I'm gonna put it on my vanity. Next, I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Concealer. I love this concealer. I was using it every single day at one point earlier this summer, so I'm gonna keep this guy because I'll probably go back to it. The Maybelline Master Concealer. I love this. It's such a good concealer. The only thing is I hate the applicator. I hate squeezy tubes like this on concealers. Nonetheless, it's a really amazing one, so I'm going to keep it in my collection. The Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. I'm actually going to get rid of this guy. I used it up a lot. I would repurchase it. I really like it. I think I'm in the shade Custard. Yep, Custard. It's a really great one. So I would definitely repurchase this, but I'm not in need of it right now. The Maybelline Fit Me. This was my, oh my gosh, I loved this concealer. Everyone knows it. It's amazing. I'm pretty much out of it, so I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it. I've just fallen in love with so many other concealers that I haven't needed it, but it is truly one of the best concealers I've ever tried. You can tell which one I was using a lot of. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer. I have the shade 110 Light Ivory and then 200 Light. I really like 200 Light. As you can see, I'm going to keep it to use it up because I think I have maybe a few more usages out of it, but I'm going to see if my sister wants this one because it's more her shade. Next, I have the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. This is in W1 Fair Light. I got this to highlight back when highlighting really intensely was in. I don't highlight this intensely now, so I'm actually going to get rid of this guy. I would like to try it though in my shade to see if I like it as much as I like the foundation. Okay, next I have my favorite MAC Pro Longwear concealers. This one here is broken, which sucks because there's a little bit left, but it's actually a little bit too dark for me. This is NC35, so not the greatest shade match. This one here is NC25, which is a perfect shade match for underneath the eyes. This is like a special occasion concealer, so I'm going to keep the 25, throw away the one that's kind of broken anyways. This one here I love for, you know, full coverage, special occasion wear. It's really, really worth it. These two here are from Kiss, similar to the Pro Touch foundation. I also love these guys. These are the Pro Touch Dark Under Eye Concealers. I have two shades. I have Classic Ivory and Warm Nude. I love both of these shades. They both work really, really nicely on my skin. I put these ones back in the drawer because they were up on my vanity for a long time and I needed to switch it up as I was using these similar to the foundation way too much. I'm going to keep these guys and go back to them in a few months when I want to use them up completely, but I think I probably have half left. They're such an amazing size for what you get, and I think they're about $8.99 and available at Rexall. Next, I have some from Mary Kay. These are also some of my absolute favorite concealers. I was totally obsessed with these last year, and again, put them away so that I could try some other ones. These are the Perfecting Concealers. When I need a go-to concealer and I'm having problems for whatever reason making other ones work, I'll go to this. These never let me down. I typically like the shade Light Beige. I also have Deep Beige for if I have a blemish and I'm a little bit more tan, and I have backups. So I can never ever have none of this. This is definitely my go-to concealer, my must-have holy grail concealer, so I always have backups. So definitely keeping all of these. All right, next is the Tarte. This is the Shape Tape. Everyone knows and loves this concealer. I really do like it, but I've recently found other ones from the drugstore that I find are super similar, aka this guy right here. The CoverGirl one was also very similar. I actually gave that one to my sister last weekend because it just wasn't the right shade match for me. Oh, you can hear me. So as I was saying, it wasn't the right shade match. Nonetheless, this also isn't a perfect shade match. This is light neutral. I would go one shade darker, to be honest, but I do really like using this as an eyeshadow base. So that is why I'm going to be keeping it. I do use it under the eyes sometimes, but mostly I'm using this as an eyeshadow base. Next I have, you can't even see the writing on this because it's used, so it's gotten a lot of love. I don't know what exactly it's called, but I think it's like the Maybelline Radiant Touch Concealer. It's like a salmon. I used to really have problems with under eye circles back when I was like in college and not sleeping very much. So I would use like a salmon corrector pretty much every single day, and this is the one I used. As you can see, I have like none left, so I'm gonna be getting rid of this guy because it's pretty much empty. Next is the Bye Bye Under Eye. I keep this tiny little sample. I have the shade Neutral Medium. I keep this sample because it is truly one of the best concealers for blemishes. I do not like this under the eyes at all, but I do like it on top of blemishes. It's just really thick and too dry for my under eyes, but I have heard a lot of people love it, so if you need a heavy duty full coverage, you should try this. This is also really amazing if you do want to hide a tattoo. I have used this to hide my brother's tattoos before, and it really does work. I have some Benefit concealers here. These are all the Boing collection, so a bunch of different ones. I got like a kind of like a kit. So this one is the Industrial Strength Concealer, the Brightening Concealer, the Hydrating Concealer, and then the Airbrush Concealer. I wasn't wowed by these, I guess is the right way to say it. They're fine, but they didn't do anything spectacular. All of these are travel sizes because, like I said, I bought the kit so that I could try all of them together. But I actually do not grab these ever, to be honest. So I'm going to be getting rid of all of them. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is in the shade Vanilla. I actually really like these. From the whole line, I think this is really the only thing I gravitated towards right away, plus the brush. So I'm gonna keep this guy because I was using it quite frequently before. So I'm gonna keep it, see if I come back to it. It's like a good everyday concealer, not too full coverage, but will cover up things like your under eye circles, but it's not great on top of blemishes. Here I have two of the Maybelline Age Rewinds. I have one in Sand, and then I also have one in a Brightening and Illuminating shade. So this one again is kind of like that salmon effect. I really love these. They're amazing concealers. As you can see, I've used both of them up quite a bit. I'm gonna keep these guys because I'll likely go back to them. I pull them every so often, especially this one here with the salmon. So gonna keep these two. Another Mary Kay concealer. This one here is actually a under eye corrector. So again, has like a little bit of salmon touch to it. Love this and definitely keeping it. This one here is a Smashbox step-by-step contouring stick. It's a highlighting stick. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. I don't love the consistency, that creamy consistency. I just don't love it under the eyes. So I'm going to get rid of this because I just never use it. It just doesn't work for my skin. Then I have some more palettes back here. This one here is the NYX Conceal Correct Contour in Light. I love this. I use it all the time, especially the top two shades. So I'm definitely gonna keep this one. This one here is the Maybelline Master Camo. This one here has like more color correcting shades. Ew, there's a hair in it. So I'm gonna get rid of this one because I don't really use it. Ugh, I just can't even handle it. There we go. The shades are nice, but they don't work as well as the NYX one. So I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Same with these two here from the Insta Conceal and Correct line from Rimmel London. This one here is more of like the correctors, while this one is like conceal and contour. This is one of my absolute favorite concealer quads. As you can see, I use the heck out of it. This is from Sonia Kashuk. Every single time I go to the States, I grab one of these because Sonia Kashuk is only available at Target, to my knowledge. I can't find it anywhere else in Canada, especially, and online. So I always grab one of these when I'm in the States, going to Target. I also remember when Target was in Canada and it closed, I bought all of them. It works wonders, I'm telling you, it's amazing. This one here is a Yves Saint Laurent Touche Eclat High Cover Radiant Concealer. I don't think it's that high coverage, but it is a really nice concealer, especially to brighten. So I'm gonna keep this guy because it's pretty new to me. I'm gonna keep testing it out and see how I can use it, especially for more like special occasion makeup. Now I have some color correctors back here. This one here is from MAC. This, I think I bought quite a number of years ago. It does not work for me. I don't know how to get these two shades specifically to work, but they're too pigmented for me. Anytime I try and use this shade specifically to combat darkness, I see right through my foundation concealer and see the shade just popping out, and it drives me nuts. So I definitely am going to be getting rid of this. It just didn't work for me. This is in the shade, just so you guys know, Burnt Coral, and then Rich Yellow. I don't know why or what made me buy it, but it happened and I never use it. This year, I love this guy. This is really, really wonderful for when I have very bad blemishes. I use this all the time. This is the Hard Candy Color Correct Cushion Wonder. This is just in the green shade, so really like this guy, gonna keep it. I'm also gonna keep these from Essence. I use these quite a bit. These are the Essence Color Correcting Sticks. I have them in all the shades. I really like these guys. They're not drying at all. I use these quite frequently as well when I do color correct, which isn't often, but when I have like bad blemishes or special occasion and I want my face to look absolutely flawless, I will gravitate towards these. So I'm gonna keep all of these. I also am gonna keep this one here. This is the Mary Kay At Play Color Correcting Stick. This is the green one. I have a few more shades that I haven't tried out yet. I'm gonna keep it. I do like it. I want to compare and see which one I like better. As of right now, I haven't used it in quite some time, so gonna keep this one as well. This back here is a Smashbox LA Lights highlighter. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I never use it. And then I also have this tiny, tiny sponge. I'm gonna get rid of this too. Whew. All right, let's put everything back in. I feel like I've gotten rid of so much. I'm so happy. All right, now I'm completely organized. It looks so much better. I can actually see every single concealer I own, whereas before it was like piles and piles and piles. Just so you guys can get a sense, this is all of the concealers I'm getting rid of. So I really did good. I have a few of the kind of makeup that I just finished up, which I just filmed as well, so you guys will be seeing that pretty soon. But these are all the concealers I'm gonna be getting rid of. I feel very accomplished, guys. So I don't know what drawer I'm gonna do next, but I think it's gonna be this one. As you can see, it's pretty organized, but there's just a lot in it. So that's probably what's going to be next, but that's going to wrap up this video here, decluttering my concealers. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below if there's another specific makeup product you wanna see next. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and of course, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.